Right. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in if you're catching the replay of this video. And also check out my video with the superhead look-alike on there talking to Kevin Samuels. Let's get it.
Yes, I planned the child with him and everything because I felt bad, about how.
No, I'm just trying to understand. So both of the children you have from him?
Oh, no, I had a child after I left him.
Okay, so you were together with him from age 20, from what to what?
From age 20 to 30, I guess.
30, and you're how old, 32?
Yeah.
Man. Ain't no way she's 32. I thank God every day for my darker melanin. What's up, Christy?
So you had a child with him and then a child after him?
Yes. The child after him was like a revenge thing. I was upset.
Wow. You create an entire human being with your ex's cousin because you were upset at him for leaving you, and you are the one that cheated on him. The reason why y'all broke up in the first place. So you create a life with his cousin for revenge.
Yeah, okay. And I had a child by his cousin.
Oh, Jesus. So your ultimate question is what?
My question is, I'm trying not to be salty towards like all men, and I'm trying.
How you gonna be trying not to be basically mad at all men for the way your life turned out when you the one who chose to have sex and get pregnant? This is crazy. What up, Coco?
Why should you be salty? I mean, ma'am, no disrespect, but what you just said is you told a story where you were a young woman dealing with a man who had you, and for 10 years, you were fucking around. He cheats one time.
No, not the whole 10 years. Not the
Doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. That's like saying, oh, yeah, I killed people. You killed 10 people? No, not 10 people. I only killed 5 people. So that makes it better. This idiot. No, I wasn't cheating the whole 10 years. Get the freak out of here. You still cheated.
Matter 10 years, 3 years, 5 years, you were cheating a lot.
Yeah.
He cheats one time, then you decide to get salty and leave. And then you leave, and then on the way out, you screw his cousin and have a baby with him.
But it's not like his blood.
And I'm just getting the story right, man.
Yeah. She was literally starting to say it's not like it's his blood cousin. Oh, so it's okay then. It's okay, even though they knew each other and grew up as if they were cousins and called themselves cousins. It's not his blood cousin. Seriously, like, when I watch these interviews with Kevin Samuels, I am embarrassed to be a female because more and more I see that it's like we have the minds of children because we haven't ever been held accountable for anything. And mostly men will just tell us what we want to hear just to have sex with us or agree with us just to have sex with us. We've never had a mirror like held up to us and say, look, this is who you are. This is how you look.
And now you're trying to figure out how not to get salty with men. That's basically what you said.
Well, yeah, I don't think I explained it right, but
I don't. Okay, the facts are right. The facts are right.
The facts are right, yeah.
Okay, then why should you even be in a relationship with anybody?
I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out. I need to just work on myself right now, maybe.
Well, I mean, do you have a son or a daughter?
My son is 11, and my...
Notice she says she has a son. That's going to be very important later on in this video, especially when she said, well, just keep watching.
So if your son came in and said, hey, Mom, you know the woman I've been with for 10 years? Yeah. You know the mother of my child? Yeah. She been cheating on me for 4 or 5 years in a relationship, and I just took it.
was not
Then
that
I did, and then one time I slipped and cheated on her. She decided to leave me and took my kid with me.
Yeah,
and then on the way out the door, she fucked my cousin and got pregnant by him.
I feel like if he didn't want to stay with me in the midst of the cheating, he should have left me. Man, he stayed with me. The impression
okay. Where's your father at?
My father is still with my mom. They're still married.
Mm-hmm. And how many siblings do you have?
I have 2 sisters and 1 brother.
Mm-hmm. Ma'am, the way you describe this, you're a horrible person.
I'm working on it.
No, you're not.
Wow.
Because you still make no.
She says she's working on it. But yet the whole time she been up here, she been making excuses for what she did.
Still making excuses on this call. You said that if he didn't want to stay with me after cheating, he should have left. You have absolutely no accountability. You fucked around on this man, and you're saying that instead of him cheating around on you, he should have left you because you were cheating.
Yeah, I feel like he made me feel under the impression that we were going to.
He didn't make you feel shit. You are in charge of your own feelings. See, that's what I mean. You're a grown woman sitting here lacking any accountability, blaming somebody else. And understand something.
No, I want to take accountability.
Man, you haven't. No. Okay. Well, the first way you take accountability is stop making excuses. What you did was absolutely horrible. You screwed his cousin? I don't care how young you were. I don't care. You weren't young. See? This is what I mean. This is what I mean right here. I said, stop making excuses and look at what you do.
Okay.
You turn around and say, I was young. You weren't young. Your youngest is 2. Of all the dicks in the world, why'd you have to go to his cousin?
Put that on a shirt.
Well, his cousin was actually the one who introduced us. I knew the cousin.
That's even worse. But then again, here's another. This is why what I did was okay, because listen.
So
I knew him first. So that's okay if I cheat. Come on, let me try to make that make sense. The guy that I cheated with is my man's cousin, but I knew him first anyway. He's actually the one that introduced us, so it's okay. This concerns me because this mindset is very common. And is somebody's mother. That's the sad part. Her reasoning skills are terrible.
That didn't answer my question.
Yeah.
No, I want to answer my.
He literally just asked her, out of all the dicks, why would you go with his cousin? And then she gave that excuse. Well, I knew him first. What?
The pregnancy wasn't planned,
I hate when they say that. If you are having unprotected sex, you're planning on having a baby, whether you want one or not. That's kind of how reproduction works.
What was my question?
Why did I have to go to his cousin? I don't.
He be losing patience.
I can't answer that. I don't know.
Because you knew it would hurt you.
Facts. Now watch. She's gonna lie and say that's not it. Watch. Watch it.
I guess.
You guess?
But it wasn't purposely.
No, ma'am.
It wasn't purposely. Now, stop at the 4:48 mark and let's go to the very beginning and look what she said.
Relationship?
Yes, I planned the child with him and everything because I felt bad, about how.
No, I'm just trying to understand. So both of the children you have from him?
Oh, no, I had a child after I left him.
Okay, so you were together with him from age 20, from what to what?
From age 20 to 30, I guess.
30, and you're how old, 32?
Yeah.
So you had a child with him and then a child after him?
Yes. The child after him was like a revenge thing. I was upset.
The child after him was like a revenge thing because I was upset. Now go back to 448. But we'll go a little bit before that. She wants to act like she doesn't, it wasn't because it would hurt him that she did that.
I guess.
You guess?
But it wasn't purpose.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Like,
Stay right here. Stay right here. He cheated on you one time and you decided to leave and take the child. And on the way out the door, you had sex with his cousin. Out of the millions of penises.
How terrible is that to create a whole human being? You have to tell your child one day, the reason why you're here is because I was mad at daddy, so I slept with his cousin. How terrible is that? You don't even want the man anymore. You were cheating on him, for Christ's sakes. You couldn't have wanted him that much. But you create a life out the door?
You chose his cousin.
After we broke up.
Big. That's like saying you sleeping with your best friend man, but it doesn't matter because it's after they broke up. Big, you're still sleeping with your best friend's man or ex-man. It's an unwritten rule.
We were broken up after the cousin happened.
He got that you can't make this up look.
I don't women, y'all. This is a woman talking about taking accountability.
I am taking accountability, Kevin.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not, man. No, you're not. You haven't said it with the least bit of remorse.
Right. Girl, this is one of them fatal attraction types. She got crazy written all over her, seriously.
And I said, after y'all broke up, why'd you have to screw his cousin?
That's what I'm saying. Punchinella. That's gonna be ridiculously awkward.
Because we haven't even got to the bigger part. Why'd you have to screw his cousin and have his baby?
I did try. I mean, I'm not gonna get into the full details of the pregnancy, but it happened, you know.
She finna trigger him because she's about to say that thing that they always say. It just happened. I just happened to get pregnant. It just happened.
It happened.
Uh-oh.
No, ma'am, you happened. You happened. You happened. You chose this.
That's what I'm saying, cousin siblings. I was thinking that, but I ain't say that.
You chose to go try to hurt this man, but here's the thing. Why am I being...
And your dumb ass making it hard on yourself. Because now you would have just been a single mother of one child that you had with him. But now you're a single mother of 2 children when you slept with his cousin because his cousin didn't want to be with you. You were just a thought pocket, and he went on about his business. And of course, he's not going to screw or marry you because you would do that to your ex. So it's like he's no good and you're no good. It's terrible. He's still not going to wife you because he knows in the back of his head that you would do that to a man that you were with. But y'all think these men like y'all just because they sleep with y'all. Or y'all think, a lot of women also think they're in a relationship with a man just because he's sleeping with them. A man will stick his dick in any wet hole. It doesn't mean he loves you. Look at this. This is my sugar-free drink that I'm sipping on. If a man got horny enough, he'd lube it up and stick it in here. It's a wet hole. Flashlight ain't just a song from back in the day.
Harsh? Because you're somebody's mother. You broke up a family.
If you got that joke, run. Give me a like if you know what I'm talking about. If any of y'all ever heard of the pocket pussy, the flashlight. Look at what he's saying. Let me run that back because he's telling the truth. Let me hush. She destroyed that family.
You're somebody's mother. You broke up a family, and you made a baby out of spite. I said it 5 minutes ago. You're a horrible person.
And see, sometimes when I look at his stuff, it really feel like we ain't supposed to be listening. Like we listening to a father chastise his child. It seems like we being nosy, don't it? Don't it seem like we being wrong We ain't supposed to be hearing this. What's up, Regina? Regina said, now this is wrong, but millions of women in this world, she is wrong. That was so terrible, Regina, what she did. And then once again, like he said, she not showing no remorse. Well, I don't think I should have done it. Nope.
No, that baby was not out of spite. Like, that baby was really an accident. It was...
Let's stop that again. Go back to the beginning. So we're going to stop at 6:32. Let's go back to where you said it was a revenge.
Yeah.
So you had a child with him and then a child after him.
Yes. The child after him was like a revenge thing. I was upset.
You said you were upset and it was a revenge thing, ma'am. Then you turn around and say, let's see what you just said again when you lied.
No, that baby was not out of spite. Like, that baby was really an accident.
She literally has lied twice already within how 6-something minutes about that baby.
It's not a planned pregnancy.
No, the fuck was out of spite.
She said it was a revenge baby.
I wasn't thinking about him at the time.
I've heard about revenge porn so much, y'all, that the police have made it a law. Like, if you're dating somebody and they sent you nudes and then y'all break up, you can't then post the nudes or share it to people. That's called revenge porn, right? But this girl got revenge pregnancy. So they should make a new rule. If you get pregnant out of spite, you are exempt from child support. If you intentionally get pregnant, right, by him, let's say by that person. If you intentionally get pregnant by that person, just to tie yourself to that person, if you don't want to break up with that person, you shouldn't receive no help. But that's just how I feel.
Up, so.
Look at him, he like, this don't...
So, you weren't thinking about him at the time, so the fact that there was his cousin didn't enter into the equation at all.
No, I mean...
Third lie. Third time she lied. Third time she lied about it, even though she started this motherfucking video out saying that it was revenge.
Blood cousins, they just grew up together, but like I...
They just grew up. Look at her, like, are you dumb? Am I rooming my voice? They just grew up together. Get the freak out of here.
I knew him first, so I didn't really...
Look at you like, are you serious?
Think I was doing anything bad at the time.
What?
But now when I'm looking back at it, that's why I'm...
So it took... How long did she say this baby is? I don't even know. 2-something? Seriously. When you were having sex with his cousin out of spite, I sound like Tyrese Nee when he said, you're hacking somebody else out of spite. You didn't think that was wrong?
I'm trying to get some advice on the situation.
That's like me saying, hey, y'all, I know I'm diabetic since I was 11 years old, but I really want to eat this whole gallon of ice cream. I'm just trying to get some advice, like, what type of spoon should I use when I eat this ice cream? And should it be cookies and cream? Should it be regular vanilla? Why would you need advice for something that's common sense? But then again, you seem like you missing some brain cells.
You have no character, man. And I need you to, and as I'm keep twisting the knife is because...
No lip bastard.
I'm trying to get through.
How you gonna cheat on somebody, suck somebody else's dick with no lip? I don't get it.
Everything I ask you, you deflect, you minimize, you make an excuse for.
She look like she'll cut a nigga up and put him in some sweet and sour soup or something. I don't trust her. She'll look like she'll break into the child support office and change the results and make somebody rich her baby daddy on paper. I don't trust her. Y'all get the likes up.
Women like...
Yeah, the cousin need to be called out too. Regina, the bull crap that he didn't pull. Literally, he ain't no better than y'all remember recently they talked about the baby knew a guy, was friends with a guy, but was all in that man's wife's inbox. Just no character whatsoever. The baby pretty much can have any woman he want. But you go after your friend's wife?
You don't need to be dealing with people. You're dangerous. Now, the man that you left is your son's father, right?
Yes.
You wrecked your son's family.
Let me stop and put some chapstick on to make sure I look good in the middle of this man talking. Do you know I've seen them literally in the middle of them talking go pop some popcorn, go get some wine, all types of stuff, just disrespectful.
It's all about you. Are you familiar?
She dropping the top, nervous.
What a narcissist is?
Yes. But I'm not trying to be a narcissist anymore. I'm trying to change.
No. You don't just stop. You don't. No. That's not something you can do just yourself. It's like if you're dead serious, which I'm going to use this whether you're serious.
She is dead serious.
You need to stop dealing with all men
Anymore. Like, you can just stop it. Like, I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna be diabetic no more. It don't work like that. What the freak? Yeah, I'm just not gonna be black today. I don't want to be black today. What?
And you need intensive psychotherapy.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, like he's saying, I'm pretty sure if you get therapy for narcissism and stuff like that, you can help it. But she made it seem like, I don't want to be ashy no more, so I'm just gonna get some lotion and put it on. She made it seem like it's a quick fix.
You're a mother. Put your vagina on lock.
I'm trying not to say it, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and say it, y'all. If all light-skinned people ain't cute was a person, I'm sorry, I had to.
Your children and your mental state.
I've been through a lot of trauma not to get.
I don't give a shit.
And it was at this moment she realized she fucked up, because she pulled a tactic that a lot of us women try to do when we feel like we being called out too much, the seat getting too hot. Let me get some sympathy real fast. I want him to give me some sympathy for that. I'm like this because trauma.
And I really don't like.
I don't care about your trauma.
He didn't hear her at first. She just said, I really don't like men. And I told y'all when she said she had a son, that would be important and to remember that later. She's raising a son. And she just said, I really don't like men. It goes back to that Kate Michelle interview with Derek Jackson that I let y'all hear, where she was talking about she honestly believes that men are not good people. She said that verbatim. And then the host said, why do you say that? And she said, because men cheat. But then he said, but didn't you cheat on the last guy you was with? She said, yeah. I'm telling you, I'm embarrassed to be a female. Oh, and don't worry. She's going to repeat that she doesn't like men again. And he's going to hear her next time.
Bring up the trauma when you can't coddle her ass.
No, what I'm saying is that
if you been through a lot of trauma, get the kids to their fathers and go somewhere.
I know, but
give your daughter to.
I'm trying to figure. Look at he gonna give. He finna talk over her. I'm trying to figure out why you on his show to be in a relationship with a man if you don't like men. That's number one. And number two, how you gonna not like men when you was the one that was cheating and had a darn shoot. The dude that you was with for like 10 years could literally be saying he don't like women. You had a baby on him with his cousin. Like, what the freak?
Give your daughter to the cousin. Why you keep stroking that thing? It ain't yours.
LOL.
It doesn't matter. I can stroke it.
You can stroke it. You can pet it. You can set that shit on fire. What it is, it's a nervous tick. Somebody's calling you out. Somebody's calling your fucking ass out. And
ooh.
you're showing who you really are.
So, like I was saying, I don't like men, and I don't have respect for them. I think that's the
I
problem.
don't
Uh-oh.
give a shit.
But that was proven when you said you don't have respect for them. Of course. Because you cheated on your man on multiple occasions with his cousin and got pregnant. That is evident.
Respect you. Give your daughter to their cousin, your son to the father, and go do whatever the hell you do. Who cares if you like men? Men would prefer you to go away. Nobody needs to deal with this shit.
I wish that were true.
She's trying to basically say, I'm so beautiful that I wish that were true, but men just want me around all the time. They don't want me to go away.
No, go give your kids up, buy a dog, die alone. You ain't got to deal with nobody.
Y'all get the likes up because it's about to get good. Let's take a few minutes for y'all to hit the like button because it's about to get good. Yeah, Pac-Man says, stroke it, finger it, put it in it. What?
And the world will be a better place.
I try not to deal with people. Trust me.
But
I'm so gorgeous that I try not to get to people, but they just flock to me. That's basically what she's saying, y'all.
still are over 2 kids.
Well, I can't help my kids. They came along the way.
You could have helped it, ma'am, by not opening your legs.
Yeah, you're right. You can't help your kids. You can't, because you can't help yourself.
Uh-oh.
Why you keep petting this shit? It's like, I don't know why y'all have this, like, it's like a...
But you see how rebellious she is? When he points it out, she starts trying to stroke her hair even more.
Just have it, like, I'm going to just keep petting it.
It's the first time I've been on somebody's live, so I'm gonna pet it just to make sure my hair looks good. Regardless.
That's not your hair. That's not your hair.
Ooh.
Can't stop the petting, so
It's not your hair. It's not your hair. It's a nervous. It's a nervous tell. See,
See, look.
You don't seem to understand it. She's reacting to somebody finally showing her a mirror to herself. That's what she's doing. Women like this normally run, but she realized she has to do something right now. She's stuck between being on Instagram Live in front of people, not knowing how to react, and really wanting help. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right.
I don't do nothing.
Exactly. Accept reality. Accept reality. Accept reality.
I am.
You're a horrible person.
I thought he was going to end it calling her a whore. I told y'all, go to my Facebook. These women make horrible decisions. Horrible decisions. The last one I want to get into real fast. Let me go straight to it. Turn that down. Kevin does a show with Becky. And most people think he don't call white women out. You got another thing coming if you think he don't.
Hello?
Yeah, you hear me?
I can hear you. So let me do this. Let me
I really think women just get on here trying to look cute. Seriously, they really don't want help. They see a popular show and they want to be the center of attention for 15 minutes of fame. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, let me do this. Let me hide my view because then you won't be able to see me. There we go. So, do me a favor.
Like, who gets on there with their nipples all hard like that?
Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody. Let me name, age, any relevant data. And then after that, I want to hear the front part of the story that wasn't in the clip. So go ahead.
Hey y'all, I'm Blujasmine. I don't know if many of you know me. I've been doing skits. I've been like an online entertainer for like about 2 years already.
Sometimes he do. Okay, she's an online entertainer. Okay, it makes sense. I've never seen this one. I got a preview of the other one, so I've never seen this one. So it makes sense if she's an online entertainer. She's advertising right now. Advertising. But he does talk to some women his age sometimes, Pac-Man. And that's even sad to me when they be women his age still acting stupid. Do you have one, Tiffany, of him with a man and a man over 30? I don't know about over 30, but he did talk to men for like 3 years. So I'll try to find one. I'll make the next one about a man. I'll be fair. I'll make the next one about a man.
And yeah, this clip happened at 8 at the table. Yeah. Hey y'all.
How old are you? How old 28. Are you? 28. So, saw 28. This. I saw the skit, but how did we get to the point to where? Tell everybody about the lead up, because in the first part you were saying that you guys had been together for how many years?
We were gonna be. It was like 4.5, 5 years.
I don't like the fake lips. Fake lips bother me, but whatever.
Right. So
again, she says she's a adult entertainer, online cam model, whatever she said. So it would make sense that she would try to enhance herself if she feels like she wants to be born beautiful. So I would give her a pass since that's her career.
From what I'm hearing, what I thought I heard is you kind of held him down, or you helped him get started in business or something like that. Tell the beginning part of the story. Do that so everybody can get kind of caught up. I'll let you tell.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She looked younger. Most of the time, they look older than what they say, but she looked younger.
Yeah, that was the part that didn't go viral, and that probably most of the people did not see. Obviously, when I first got with this person, they were already established. They already had the mentality to be where they were going. They already had been making 6 figures on the low end. They already had owned a couple spaces. They own like clubs and stuff in the city. So they already had these things. When I got with them, they had, entrepreneurs go through ups and downs. So they had went through their that they're down in that moment.
Why can't she just say him and not they? Because they implies that it's more than one person. Depending on how you say it, I guess.
First met the person. The first 2 years of my relationship with this person, I didn't get nothing. I got lunch and dinner and little shopping things here and there.
She said she didn't get nothing.
Nothing too crazy.
In other words, since this person is so rich, she should be getting more than just lunch and dinner, but whatever.
I was helping this person do the back end for no money. I wasn't getting paid. Do the back end of their business. I got them an investment in which they didn't even have to pay back. It was more like of a barter. So they got the cash for them. The person then just wanted to use the space, so they didn't even really have to put in work to pay back in cash. So I did all that. We were very close friends, and then our relationship came to we stayed friends. We talked every single day, and it dwindled down into we weren't fucking no more. We weren't doing those type of things anymore. And we were fine with it. And then eventually I started talking to people, and he would talk to people, and we would tell each other we were friends, So when he got me the apartment and the car, we were already friends, and we were already in a space where things weren't that for about 5 months. Probably it was about 5 months when he got me that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds crazy. This sounds wild to me. Because what I'm hearing is a relationship where you and your, let's give him a name. Call him Carl. Would that be all right?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so you and Carl are together. Carl wasn't broke. He had a job. He had businesses. He had things going on. He may have been in more of a valley point in his business, but he obviously wasn't broke and he wasn't homeless. Right. Y'all start dating, and you brought your skill sets to the relationship, kind of like everybody does, and you guys helped him. And would it be fair to say did he help you in any way in any parts of your professional career?
Yeah.
Did he buy you a new vagina? Because it seems like you sleep with people for a living. You said, never mind. Let me.
Sure. I mean, in regards to my backstory, he was a positive, one of the first positive people that I ever had in my life that kind of pushed me forward, believed in me, gave me positive affirmation.
It seemed like you broadcasting live from a hotel right now. I want to know what you do for real.
That kind of vibe. And anything and everything that I want to, huh?
I'm listening. I think there's a slight delay, so I'm just waiting.
Thing
Yeah, because she got that hotel Wi-Fi connection.
I wanted to do, like in regards to my career, a lot of my skits were like shaking ass, and I used to like work on Instagram like maybe 2 3 years.
Oh, Lord.
Like all for it, like whatever it was, like whatever makes you happy.
Okay.
He probably wasn't gonna marry you if you showed your body on the internet for a living. I don't think that's the type you want to take home to mama.
Oh, for sure.
So he helped. So you guys helped each other in a relationship. You had connections and things like.
Oh wow, Yella. Wow. Or did he pay her to say that? But I don't know. I don't think he would pay her to change that because I don't think he would care. I don't think he would care what people think.
That you did back office things, but where it seems to kind of go off the rails is the relationship. And now you're single. You have a child, right?
Yes.
Was it
Please be a boy, not a girl.
for this relationship or after? Or I mean, during?
Yes, my child is a little grown. He's like grown.
Okay. All right. So
He's grown. I I hope she meant no. She got too much cum in her brain. She didn't understand the question. Cause ain't no way her child grown and she say she what 27.
you guys had your relationship, your boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever we want to call it. It went through the normal cycle, and then towards the end, the things you had done to help him started to help his business increase or improve, as far as what I mean you say. But you guys were friends, but you were living together still, right? Or were you not living
You
together?
know how they make you have like medical bracelets when you're diabetic or have some type of illness, so they'll know if you pass out or something what to check for first. She need to have one that say "ho," so they'll know to always wear gloves or something so they don't catch HIV or something. Because if your career is to sleep around, you need a bracelet that says "ho." Type 1 ho.
Never lived together. The topic of
Like type 1 diabetes.
the show was, would you give your ex back a gift? So we never lived together. We had separate.
So how'd you get the upgrade? So as you guys were friends, and then he upgraded you to a loft and a Mercedes, right?
Wait. I skipped right over that part. He was just a friend, but he bought all that for you. No, you don't just buy friends stuff like that without getting nothing in return.
Well, the Benz came a little bit before the breakup, but the apartment and stuff. But he kept paying after, like we're talking to different people, paying forward.
So I want to read something real quick because
Yeah, like you said, friends with benefit.
I heard you say it, and this is kind of what I heard in one of the clips. It said something. I'm not going to just move out of my space because we broke up. I'm not just going to give back my Mercedes because it didn't work out. If he had wanted them back, would you? If he had wanted the car back, would you have given it back to him?
No. So I'm glad that wasn't the case. That wasn't
Was it in your name or in his? Evidently, it was in yours because he couldn't just take it back.
Situation. But if he wanted it, no, I would not have given it back. I would have been like, you have to wait till the lease term is up, and when that is up, then everything is over. But you gave this to me.
Was the lease in his name?
Yes.
Oh, and you still wouldn't give it.
And same thing goes for the loft. If he wanted the loft back, would you have given it up?
No.
Is the loft in his name?
Yes.
How would you have stopped that?
Yeah.
I was not gonna go anywhere. Like, period. I don't know. You're gonna have to figure it out.
It don't work like that.
Yeah, this is the ugly side of me, and so I'm grateful that didn't happen between us. But
I'm just saying legally. I mean, I'm not passing a judgment either way. I'm just kind of curious as to the mindset. It's like because see, I often hear women say this kind of stuff after an engagement breaks up. They don't feel like they should give back the engagement ring, but legally, it's a gift given in the contemplation of a marriage. It's a conditional gift. Legally, you can't keep.
Right.
You're not legally required. So in your case, it sounds as though he didn't ask, but you're saying if he asked, you would have fought him for it.
Of course.
Oh,
At least,
okay.
at least the first like 3 to 6 months. I feel obviously he didn't fight for it, but if he was, I would have been like, no, you got to give me time. Like not from one day to the next, I'm gonna not have anything. You know what I mean? And
well, I guess
if you a hoe for a living, you should have buku money.
What I'm saying is, if he just said, "Hey, I want this space back," and I want to be clear, you're saying you wouldn't have given it up under any conditions, or you would have said, "I need 30, 60 days to move out."
I mean, legally, at least in the state of Texas, you have to give someone 30 days if you file for a legal eviction. But, ma'am, you're a hoe. You can make thousands of dollars in one day.
I would have needed more than 60 days. He would have had to wait until I was well and able. But I feel like.
So then you a low budget, great value Walmart brand hoe or something. I don't know. And I'm still trying to figure out, what are these butterflies? Or babies going up to heaven from all the abortions that you had? I don't know.
I would have been fair. And 3 months is expected, and I feel like 6 months is like really
expected by whom?
By me. And I feel like just a pop.
He's trying to give you the benefit of the doubt because you kind of cute, but you keep playing. You're gonna experience everything Lakeisha be getting.
To do as a man of like high caliber, you know what I mean?
Well. So this is why I think where you get to some of the pushback, because I mean, you're saying that you guys are cool and this and that, but if you had the money or the resources to afford the apartment or the car and were able to put it in your name and your credit, then you could have gotten it. Because I heard what you said, he increased my lifestyle. And I heard people say, yeah, but that was while you were together. But after you were together, I mean, you still want this elevated lifestyle, and it's now you are sounding entitled. Because
because you're not a wife. You wouldn't even be entitled to alimony.
It back, you said I wouldn't have given it back, and it would have been wrong for him to ask. I mean, let me reframe that. If he wanted to have sex with you,
unless that kid that you had was his, but even then, it's like the kid is just supposed to take. I mean, the man is just supposed to take care, help, keyword, take care of y'all kid together, not provide a whole lifestyle for you. But I know that gets tricky because sometimes the courts will say if they live a lavish lifestyle with the dad, then they shouldn't have to downgrade when they go back home to the mom. So then the court will make the dad, if he's rich or whatever, provide the same lifestyle when he's at home with mom. So that gets tricky. He or she's at home. If he married, I would love to see his wife.
Would you be wrong to say no? After you broke up?
Would I be wrong? Would I be wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't give him my pussy as a gift. I didn't say, here's my pussy for.
Let's do me a favor. Let's keep the language kind of PG, okay?
I don't know how you want me to say, but I didn't have sex with gift. You know what I mean? It wasn't a gift.
But I'm not saying you did. Okay, hold up. I'm not saying you did. I'm just asking you to put yourself in another situation.
All right, Regina.
Saying that, that would have been the right thing to do. So I'm saying, well, let's flip the script. Let's change the positions. If he would have said, you know what? I wasn't used to having such good sex. You rocked my world. You changed everything about me. And until I can get somebody who's as good or better than you, it's only right that you allow me access to your body when I want it.
Ooh.
At least for the next 6 months.
Ooh. Keep that same energy.
How does that sound?
No, that's ridiculous.
What?
Well, but see, but I need you to understand that's how so many people are hearing what you're saying.
No, I feel like it's different. Okay, ready? Like if, let's say, you and I were together, right? Mm-hmm. And we were together 5 years. And for them 5 years, I catered to you. Like, whatever you needed, I assisted, I did errands, I helped, I did this, I did that. And yes, I focused on myself, but those things weren't building the revenue that would potentially pay for the things that you could afford, like my apartment, which is $4,000, and my car.
Whoa. $4,000? I thought my rent at $1,400 was high. Big? $4,000?
Thing, which is, $1,500.
Dang! I thought my mama car note was high at $500. God, no.
Total, that's $5,500 a month, and
You better get the hoeing. You better get the hoeing.
say that I can't. I'm not making that money, but I'm.
Again, I don't advocate for being a prostitute. I'm just saying she said her career was shaking her gluteus maximus on Instagram and stuff, and doing cam model videos. So that's the only reason I'm telling her to get the hoeing.
That money, you know what I mean? So I feel like from you should give me a period of 3 to 6 months to get my shit together, to get my little whatever I can
5,500
afford, be it a Honda.
And that's not even the utilities or gas or car insurance, rental insurance, all the other stuff. That's not food. That's not nothing. Girl.
Or my little 1-bedroom apartment in the Bronx somewhere. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you expect that man to continue to pay $5,500 a month for you for 6 months?
That is.
Okay.
That is should be.
And you can't get him no pussy?
Away from you.
Okay.
So what if he wants to start dating another girl and spoil her too? So he's supposed to keep your $5,500 up a month, plus his new girl, plus his own expenses?
So let me reframe what you just said. If you went to work for a company and you gave them 5 years, and in that 5 years, they benefited from your creativity, from your ingenuity, they increased their profits. Mm-hmm. All these things happen. You gave them your blood, sweat, and tears. And the employment terminated.
Right, we ain't talk about that, Miss W.
Any reason, you could not continue to expect to be paid for 6 months.
They have severance pay though, but that ain't gonna be for 6 months.
Cut off at the last day of your employment. You could not go back to that office. You could not use the computer. Listen. Okay, listen. I need you to listen. I
don't have to listen. I'm a female. I get my way because I'm cute.
And cut you off. You couldn't use the company car, the company credit card. It would end, and you couldn't say, "Well, you guys owe me this because."
Now, right now, she's not really listening. She's just continuing to repeat what she wants to tell him in her head.
So much money.
So that she won't forget. Because most of us women, we listen to, reply. We don't really listen to understand
how it works. It's over.
Because we want to win.
Do you accept?
We want to win the argument. We don't want to understand the other person. We just want to be right.
Do you accept that in the work world? First off, do you accept that in the work world? That's how it happens.
The reason I don't accept what you're saying is
because you've never had a real job. Because you said that you shake your booty on Instagram for a living.
The work world.
Unemployment. So
unemployment is not paid by unemployment is not paid. First off, unemployment is not your full salary. And it's paid through the state, and you have to qualify. If you get terminated for cause, you don't get unemployment.
It's a grace period.
Why your titties look lopsided like the little scale thing when one thing is higher than the other one? Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to show y'all with my fingers. When it's like, y'all know what I'm talking about? Why your titties ain't equally yoked? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Lose something, you have a grace period.
If you get terminated for cause, you don't get unemployment. Meaning if you were a delinquent employee, if something was wrong, you don't get unemployment. I worked in corporate America. I was a manager and a vice president. I went and studied. I worked closely with HR. Everyone does not get unemployment. You have to listen, you have to work for a certain amount of time.
This thing right here.
Amount of unemployment, but it's a fraction.
That's what it looked like, y'all. Her titties lopsided like that. Say I'm lying. Say I'm freaking lying.
what you get. But the bottom line is not even about unemployment. The point is you're still getting the same benefit.
The name of this video is "My Ex Still Pays My Bills."
As if you were in an active relationship when it's over. So when I asked if he could actively have sex with you, that would be ridiculous. It would be no more ridiculous than someone expecting to get full benefit of a company when they've been terminated or when they quit.
That's a good question, y'all. That's a great question. Should he continue to pay her $5,500 a month bills? But then she done said she ain't giving him no more nookie.
May I speak now?
Go ahead.
So, all right, get smart if you want.
I'm here.
I was no longer getting full benefit. It was just partial. The home and the car. I was not getting my hair, my nails, my trips.
Ben, but then you said that's still a lot, $5,500. But then you said at the beginning of this thing that you barely got stuff. Ben, you got everything. If you ask me,
my shopping, my whole entire life anymore. It was just whatever left of it that I had, because that was what I was stuck with, the home and the car.
And also, for those who don't, I want to be clear. You were in another relationship while this is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's why you can't give him no pussy.
All right. So.
And did you ask for the house and the car? Because then you should be paying for it. But if he gifted you these things without you asking, then yeah, he should pay for it. But then at the same time, it's like he had to pay for it so he don't mess up his doggone credit.
This is why you're getting the pushback. That you're entitled for him to give you a grace period or get on your feet when you're with another man. And this previous man...
See, I didn't know this.
...does not have access to you even partially. Does he have partial sexual access to you? If you have partial benefit? Okay, so this is why you're getting the pushback.
Okay, but my whole thing about it was we were friends for just, let's say, for...
I'm trying to figure out how you sitting with such good posture with them big old titties. Big old kitties. Whatever they say.
5 months, right?
Because your back should be hurting. You need workers' comp for that.
We're established friends, and he was talking to other people, and I was chatting with other people, and he was still paying like it, so it was fine.
Basically, y'all think of men as just banks. That's what it sounds like to me. A ATM.
But how long did he say he was going to pay? When all this started, how long did he say he was going to pay?
He does. I mean, he doesn't have a problem paying it.
But so what I'm saying is, when you were friends, before you started really kicking with anybody else, how long did he say, I'll put you in this apartment, in this car?
It was never really talked about. It was just like,
here. Did you ever expect it to end?
At that point, when I first got it, no, I didn't. I didn't think about that part.
Okay, so let me go ahead and be
as big as them titties are. You should be able to see the bigger picture and everything.
Ridiculous there. You guys were together 4 or 5 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't think. So you thought what you're saying is this could have gone on for 20 years.
So I just thought, as long, I helped him continuously with business, if he had business questions or business. I just thought that as long as I was there to assist him. And
wait, who just said that in the comment section? Because now it makes sense. Somebody said you were a assistant or something. Or errand girl. Look, D Green said the errand girl. She naming off errands she did.
Those type of things, and things were going well for him, and et cetera, that it would just be what it was. I didn't.
Well, if that's the case, ma'am, but whatever business you were helping him with, was it mission critical to the organization to mean if you didn't do it, the business was going
to yeah, look, put that on the shirt.
Fail.
That I didn't say that again?
Was whatever you were helping him with so critical to where if you did not do it, the business would fail?
No, not at all.
All right, so
then you didn't help him build that business.
Thank you. So whatever you were doing, nice as it wasn't critical to the success of the business. So listen. How it's coming across is, I'm doing something to get this benefit, and you're not. You're getting a benefit from a relationship that was over, and even though you were friends, you were expecting to go into perpetuity, no end in sight. And if he came to you and said it ends, you would have fought him for it. And you say about being friends. How is that a friend?
Well, I just feel like until the lease term is up, like now the lease term is up next month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be putting it in my name. The lease for my car is up soon. So I'm going to go get a new car.
But is he still going to be paying it?
Soon meaning how soon meaning how soon? How soon?
Like for with the apartment is next month. The car I got 19 and it was like a 3-year lease, so soon.
Really?
So next
you can't say 2022. You don't know how to count 3 years, ma'am. I bet you can count 3 cocks in the bukkake scene.
Yes, or another year, I think.
Okay. And you currently have and what I heard is you currently had a boyfriend.
She literally said it was in 2019, so 3 years, so soon. Seriously, you're an airhead. They probably don't give good head because your lips fake.
And he's all right with this. And what I think I heard him say was...
No, I have a man. I mean, he's not really okay with it.
But let me finish what I was saying. He said that I kind of have the attitude, we can stack our paper while we got this grace period.
What type of man allows another man to continue to his girl's ex to pay out the bills?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So.
But I mean, he's smart and he finessing. He's saving while her simp ex is still paying it. Because if he's as rich as she says and so successful, he could break that lease and pay all of it up out of spite or do what he got to do to cut ties with her. So he a simp.
I really wasn't passing any kind of judgment, but I got to ask, as a woman who has a son, they ask you, how would you feel if a woman with your son, you said if he had enough money to take care of it, I'd be cool with it. Does that still stand?
I personally, even though people around me tell me like, oh, don't teach your son that or whatever, I personally always teach my son, like, we had a conversation the other day, if you can't afford a girlfriend, you shouldn't have one, even though he's very young, you know, like he wanted to buy her a gift. You don't do anything, you know what I mean? So I want to teach him.
Who's to say that your ex is still in a financial position? Just you see what I'm saying? To be able to do it, but he could have been in a financial position when he was dating you. He could be struggling trying to pay his bills and your bills, and he could be trying to court. Oh Lord, I took it back. 1950. I was gonna say court another girl, date another girl.
Be the type of man that I would expect, you know. Okay. Not like it's something different. So if my son was to sign a contract for 2 years to put a woman in a car, like, I'm getting this gift for you, it's for 2 years, and their relationship doesn't last those 2 years, if she doesn't cheat, call the police on him, do anything to like degrade his character or him and bring him down, I feel like it is his responsibility to stick to that commitment. You made that. You should have never put that woman in that car. You should have never signed.
Okay. That's what I wanted to ask you about. So, I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
You said that basically, if he signed it, he should have been able to foresee any potential consequence. Basically, don't sign it if you're not going to live all the way up to it.
Who the freak is Haley's iPhone? Your name is Blujasmine. So, again, you are a government Obama phone hoe because you using a hoe named Haley's iPhone. You ain't even got your own iPhone. These hoes out here struggling.
A million.
Okay. All right. So if he were to get married, he met a woman and married in 30 days, you still would expect him to pay for it?
You're going to have to take it up with your wife. I'm going to take it up
with your wife. His wife is going to say no. His wife, who's his legal wife, I'm asking. So what I'm saying is basically the way you've constructed this, man, is you're right. He needed to. First off, you said that as long as she doesn't cheat, this and that. You're going back between friendship and relationship.
Mm-hmm.
The way you said it, you guys are friends. So you got a whole relationship, and you're kicking it with somebody hard, who you say you put above everything else, including this guy. But you're holding this guy to a standard of, you got to still be my friend that you signed this contract on. But you're not being
ignorant and trashy.
If he said, I don't want to do this anymore, you said you would fight him.
I would. I don't.
Wow.
That back, I would. I feel like me, even as a woman, if I had, like me and my friends, we trick on each other all the time. Like if I'm in the store, I see something. So me as a woman, if I was a man and
Can we use a different terminology if you're talking about your friends? We trick on each other all the time. Do you not know what tricking off means?
I just feel like it's right. Like it's the correct thing to do. You should never.
It's the correct thing. So basically, hold somebody strictly to the letter of the contract, because
her face is so punchable.
He signed a lease for a car. He didn't get when the legal lease was between him and the leaseor. You were nowhere in this deal. He just let you use it.
The insurance was under my name. The registration was under my name.
I mean, you're always going to have insurance under your name so that you're covered, regardless to who owns the vehicle. You could be added to somebody's insurance just to be able to legally drive their car if you have a driver's license. What are you talking about? I told you she got too much cum swimming around in her brain.
Okay. But
she acting like insurance in her name is tangible. It's a piece of paper that you keep in a glove compartment. I guess that's tangible, but she acting like she owns the insurance. Like you don't own the car. Right, Yella. You gotta preach. I bought the gas. Oh, God.
The reason the car left the lot is because of his credit and his down payment.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I could register it in a parakeet's name if I want to. I could put it in a cat's name if I want to. What I'm saying is, listen, you're saying that he made this agreement. And your agreement sounds as though it's an open-ended agreement that is up to you. How is that fair to a friend?
It is until the lease term is up, because that is what I was.
So till the lease term is up. So that's where we keep going. That absolves you of accountability and responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
But what if he has a girlfriend? What if something happens? What if he just changes his mind? Because
basically he's saying you need to be financially in a position to where you can take that over yourself if something happens to the relationship, young lady.
Fact. Let me flip it. If you decided to say, you know what?
Because it's not fair that you get to spend your whole money that you earn from shaking it on Instagram, like you said, on everything you want, and he paid all the bills. You just get to do whatever you want with your money. So what were you doing with your money every month when he was paying all the bills? Like,
I'm good with this.
You should have been just saving it.
For whatever reason, I'm going to move out of the apartment and I'm going to give you the car back.
That's how an independent woman does it. I thought we were so independent. Remember? I thought we were so independent. I blame Webby and Boosie and them for the independent song. Because they are preaching that narrative to us. And our mothers and everybody is teaching us to be independent so that we don't need men. But now they got to where we don't even want men. It's crazy. But a real independent woman, a modern woman, wouldn't want her ex still paying her bills. But then again, we're talking about the same women that'll take a handout from Uncle Sam every month, even though they're able-bodied.
Do you think he would, you think he'd say, no, you can't leave, you got to stay, and you got to keep this car until the lease term is up. It's your responsibility. How would that sound?
If I no longer wanted it?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what you mean.
You don't know you're malfunctioning. This is a modern woman malfunction. You heard exactly what he said.
No longer wanted it. If you no longer wanted it, would you expect him to take the car back and in the lease on the apartment?
And force me to stay with it?
No.
Sorry,
If you decided hello.
Yeah, I hear you.
If you decided you wanted to just end it, I don't want the. Me and my men are going forward. We're like, we don't want the car anymore. We don't want the lease. I need the loft anymore. Do you think it'll be all right for him to say, no, y'all got to stay there? You need to stay there to the end of the term, and you need to keep this car till the end. Force you to keep it. If you want,
It's not that motherfucking hard to understand what he's asking you.
Back, would it be all right for him forcing you to try to stay there?
Come on.
Yeah, but
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Keep that same energy.
Just confused because I don't.
Oh, you're confused. You're confused. Too much cum.
That would be how.
Well, I'm asking you, man, if you wanted to give it back. If you wanted to give it back.
It's like pulling teeth with these hoes.
You think it would be okay for him to say, I'm not taking it back. You got to keep it.
She low on her Obama phone, data plan, huh?
Sure, I'll keep it. Then I don't know.
But see, my point is, ma'am, that sounds ridiculous. If you wanted to give it up, you could give it up, but he can't give it up.
Right.
You're in an agreement too. See, everything
Thank
benefits you.
Thank you.
If he made an agreement for the lease term, he has to stick by the lease term. Well, that same agreement holds you. But if you wanted to give it up, you could give it up. Same thing for the apartment or the loft. If you got to stick to the term. But if I wanted to get out of it, I could give it back.
Mm-hmm.
This is why people are saying you're entitled.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like it was a gift. There's levels to, gift giving and the type of.
Well, you can feel like it was a gift, man, but legally you have no leg to stand on. You can feel. I mean, I'm not going to contest your feelings. But legally, what state are you in, Bob?
And once again, they do that thing to where he'll address something and then they'll move on. They don't directly address what he said when they are wrong. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You have no leg to stand on. If he wanted that car back, that would be a doggone thing you could do. He could actually send
the police. Mm-hmm.
To pick that car up Monday.
Yeah, he could claim that you stole it. It'd be at a bolo. Be on the lookout.
Couldn't say a doggone thing.
Long story short, they're gonna have to catch me.
And you are a mother that wouldn't willfully give it over, and you risk being in a stolen vehicle that could get you arrested. Then what's gonna happen to your child? You see what I'm saying? They don't care about their children.
No, they don't. Because every car. Listen, man. Every car just has they have remote kills on these cars.
Oh, yeah. And you got a real expensive one. Because it's $1,500 a month. All they would do is turn it off. You right. God, Kevin. You right.
And then today, the unit you're in, you're not on it. You don't even have squatters' rights in New York.
Right. You ain't even got on the lease.
You'd be forcibly evicted by the sheriff in 72 hours. Your property would be on the street. They would forcibly come in and remove your stuff. Remember Beyonce's to the left, talk about get your stuff in the box. You have no, I'm just letting you know, ma'am, you have no legal leg to stand on. So you saying you'll fight?
She got a third leg to stand on. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about.
Sounds good to everybody else, but
she'd be bouncing on the third leg to try to get some money.
Court case. And you have no legal standing. It's not yours.
Thank God it's because they can't kick nobody out until August.
No, ma'am. See, the thing is, they can put you out because you're not a lease. So you're not on the lease. You're effectively you're a guest. Mm-hmm. See, you have no legal standing.
No. Legally in New York, the person who's on the lease can have like one spouse, one family, and one regular person living there that's not on the lease.
But you're still not. You have no legal. Okay, ma'am, you're misinterpreting the law.
I hate the way they hold their little fake lips. Like, man, we know they're not yours.
have no more right, no offense, ma'am, than a pet.
Ooh.
That would be like saying your cousin could come move into your place, and because of COVID, you couldn't put them out. That's crazy.
She's banking on the pandemic so that she won't be panhandling.
I think why you're getting pushback, man, is why you're getting pushback is I haven't heard anything in you saying, you know, yeah, I could understand. It's like he has to stick to his word no matter what. And it's an open-ended agreement.
Why it look like she got a Chuck E. Cheese stamp in the middle of her neck? You know that little invisible thing that they put when you come in at Chuck E. Cheese so that they can scan it to see if you already got it if you want to come back in? That's what that thing look like.
All to my benefit, and that is massively entitled. I mean, do you see anything?
And look, they can't say, "Oh, he's being disrespectful. He's just flexing on my." No, he ain't called out her name not one time. And the next video I'm gonna do is about this young lady. I'm gonna find a man because I told Regina I was gonna do that. Find a man that he's going at because a lot of people don't think he goes at men. And then I'm gonna show the screenshots of this person. I'm assuming it's a woman, but I can't just assume. Who literally said that Kevin Samuels is causing people to commit suicide with his videos. Y'all not gonna believe that. This person left a whole paragraph.
That you're not listening.
Said they had to go to counseling too. That Kevin Samuels videos made them have to go to counseling. And not the therapy that Kevin Samuels tells us about, but like literal. They said that their trauma is caused by Kevin Samuels.
You're doing wrong, or that in hindsight, would you do this again?
For this long period, like a year time frame, I mean, he don't have a problem with bills, but I do feel
You just looked up. Oh, he don't have a problem paying the bills. You just looked up. But most men would have a problem with it.
I want to stick up for all girls. Like, let's say I was to get with a football player, you know, or just a millionaire person and stay with them, and this is a skill that I can't learn or help them. So I'm no true benefit to them. You know what I mean? Because they have their own talent, their own skill that has nothing to do with me. And I was to live a lifestyle for 4 years, 5 years, and then we broke up for whatever reason, and there was no foul, no harm in between. Yeah, I'm not leaving this house. You're gonna have to.
It don't matter if it's anything bad that happened. I mean, it has to be bad to make y'all break up. People don't break up because they're happy.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. See, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. You're leaving. You're leaving because the relationship is over.
Kevin Samuels would make a point to put her out if they had been dating. Oh, you ain't gonna leave?
Engagement ring, you're giving it back, or you're going to end, or you could be sued in small claims.
You should have had a degree to fall back on instead of a dick to fall back on. I'm a PhD.
See, we say a lot of stuff in relationships, but what you're saying is what you're saying is if he elevates my lifestyle and he increases the way I'm doing, I don't just get that. I get that like spousal support, like alimony.
What I told you. She wasn't even a wife. She ain't entitled to no darn alimony.
So basically what you're telling men is don't ever do anything.
And I don't agree with alimony anyway. I got to continue to fund your lifestyle because you used to that lifestyle. Okay, well, get a job and provide yourself with that lifestyle because this relationship is over.
That you're not prepared to do until she says stop. So don't get upset when men don't want to buy anything, don't do anything, buy a purse, buy a pair of shoes, because once you elevate a woman in a relationship, if all women start thinking like you, then when the relationship is over, then women are legally are thinking men are obligated to maintain that.
And that ain't cool.
No, it's not really about maintaining it, because like I said, I wouldn't expect the bags, the shopping, the trips. It was just my home and my car.
Nigga, that's the most expensive part.
Those not. Oh man, see, ma'am, you keep saying it's just.
Right. It's $5,500 a month for your renting car.
Not it's just. You said you can't afford to pay for it, so apparently it's substantial enough that you can't do.
Thank you.
Rather, he has a see what you're doing is you're still spending his money. It's not your money. You got the benefit being in a relationship and a friendship. Either or. But if the ships end, it should stop. If the relationship or the friendship stops.
Yup. Yellow. If they ever do that, it's gonna be a problem. The feminists gonna be protesting like a son of a gun.
You're saying I still get it.
Why do they do these stupid facial expressions and all this little kitty stuff when they getting called out?
Because of all the work I did while I was there. If that's what you want, ma'am, you should have been his wife, not his girlfriend.
But even then, I do not believe in alimony. It is not a man's responsibility, especially if the woman cheated or she ruined a relationship or something. It is not his responsibility to keep paying for you. I don't care what nobody says, especially if it's a rich man. I've heard of these celebrities having to pay alimony and spousal support. It'd be like $15,000, $20,000 a month. Excuse me? No, it's not my fault that you can't afford the lifestyle that I gave you while we were together.
Then you might have some legal claim. What you're effectively trying to do is get alimony and spousal support for a girlfriend.
Isn't that palimony?
I know, that's why I called it palimony, but
and she don't understand. She's so entitled. She thinks, well, look at me, shouldn't I? I've never heard of palimony. Hold on, y'all. I understand by using my context clues what it means, but I'm trying to see if that's a legal thing. Hold on, y'all. Conversation made by one member of an unmarried couple to the other person after separation. I didn't know that was a real thing, B. And I thought he said palimony. B. I know a female came up with this bull crap. I know a female came up with palimony.
Where do you go get palimony in this country? It gets thrown out of court because you have no. Yes, that's the term is called palimony, and it only stands in one state in this country. Most jurisdictions laugh that out, New York being one of them.
Seriously? Palimony? I can't believe it.
You're not giving. See, it'll be different. Man, it would even be different if you guys had a child together, or, I mean, I would just say most people could even see it differently if you didn't have a boyfriend. You got a whole man. It just sounds like you're using the situation.
And then your new man said he don't like it, but he gonna take an opportunity to just stack all his money while your ex is paying your bills. And probably laid up in that nice apartment that's $44,000, whatever you said, a month with you. If I was a man, my ego would be too strong to have another man paying for my girl.
And whether he's okay with it or not, you said this is the right thing to do. Why is this right?
Why is it what? I'm sorry, your phone.
You said why
No, baby, your phone broke up. Just like you and your boyfriend broke up, but you expect him to continue to pay your bills.
You said the right thing to do. You guys are not together. Why is what you're doing right?
The phone is breaking up.
Okay.
Why is what? What is the question?
Why is what you're doing right? Why is what you're doing right?
Because I feel like what I'm doing is right because if we allowed men with money to just take women and bring them to a space and then take
it
away from them from 1 second to the next, that's toxic. That's like financial abuse.
What?
Like, you have to give somebody time to adjust, time. I'm not saying a whole year. I'm not saying forever.
Financial abuse.
But you're not just going to be out here giving and taking away.
Ma'am, you're not in a relationship. You were together for 4 years, ma'am. You said you guys are friends for 5 or 6 months. How much time do you need to not to if you're no longer his girlfriend, you should not be getting girlfriend benefits. How long would you need?
Did she really just say? I'm still stuck on the fact that she said financial abuse.
I have a question.
Okay,
But you need to answer his question first.
But how long? Okay, I'll answer your question. But how long would you need before you think it's fair to leave or be done with it?
I think for a man who's of like high, like in that bracket, who can afford it. Obviously, if the person can't afford it or puts a hunch in their life, you don't want to like do that. But I think like 3 months is expected if you were truly in a good relationship with this person, and 6 months is like you're being a really nice guy. Like you're like, you're really, really good. But I feel like 3 months is like that's fair.
What was your question?
My question is, how about if it's like, so he was doing this as a friend.
Why don't girls of other races keep playing in their hair like black girls keep playing in the weave? Do black girls think that the hair gonna get up and walk away or something? They got to keep patting and checking to see if it's there.
How about just like men in society taking on the role?
Because I saw her touch her hair one time.
To assist women and like separate from friendship or sexual relationships.
No,
like
it's called no. Hold on. Are
right, she's touching it now.
Are you equal to a man?
Equal to a man in regards to?
In any regards.
Did she just say that men need to take on a role of assisting women? Hold on, y'all. Because I was running my mouth. Because I know she didn't say that. 4155, 41.
How about if it's like, so he was doing this as a friend. So how about just like men in society taking on the role to assist women? And
what? I'm just a random man and I see a random woman. Why don't I assist her and pay all of her bills?
Like separate from friendship or sexual relationships.
I don't even have to be her friend and we don't even have to be sleeping together. But I'm going to take on a financial responsibility for you. Wow.
No, it's called no. Hold on. Are you equal to a man?
Equal to a man in regards to?
In any regards.
Well,
are you an equal citizen?
I'm an equal citizen, yes.
Do you have equal voting rights?
Yes.
Do you have equal protection under the law?
Energetically, I feel men are strong.
No, ma'am. You have equal. Okay, but see, what you have is what women fought for: equality and independence.
Yeah, that's good for them.
So no. But see, what you're asking is,
I ain't told them I wanted that.
Hold on. But the answer specifically to your question is protecting men. Men protecting women without women giving anything. That is an unfair deal. That is why relationships are falling apart, because women asking what you want. Take care of me, but I don't have to do anything for you or anything.
And I can play around with any man that I want. That's how women think. They be having men in rotation, just like these men be having women in rotation.
Sex. You want a man to provide for you? It's called a husband.
Ooh, come on. And that's going to require you to do some things to be able to maintain that husband. But you don't want to do that. I just want men to assist me because I'm a woman. Where do you get off? And you have a son. Where do you get off? Probably in some back alley. Quiet as it's kept. But you said you have a son. Would you like for him to be taking care of some woman just because she's a woman? And he's not her man in any way, shape, or form? That's what you just said. You said they should take care of us as women, even if we're not friends or in a relationship. You literally just said that verbatim.
Why didn't you marry him if you wanted all of these protections? Why didn't you marry him?
That's like me expecting an insurance company to give me money if something bad happens, even though I'm not paying a monthly premium. That's that's literally a perfect example.
Wanted all these benefits.
Probably one of the best examples I've ever made.
That's the way to do it, right?
I don't know. Everybody's different, I
No,
guess.
no. Legally, that's the way to do it. It's called spousal support, alimony. No, not everybody's not differently. Legally, if you want some rights, that's the way to do it.
That's why gay people fought so hard for gay marriage, so they could have the same rights as heterosexual and benefits as heterosexual couples. Ma'am.
You know that. Do you get child support?
Heterosexual married couples, I'm sorry.
Your child, did you get child support for your child?
No.
Okay. But you know what child support is.
Mm-hmm.
And if you wanted, so you could have married the father. You could have done, if you wanted some help. See, my question is, why don't women like yourself do it the normal way?
What's the normal way?
If you want a man to protect you, provide for you, and provision for you, you become his wife.
But it don't always got to be like that. And it's obvious because I'm proof of that.
Oh, you're proof.
Translation, I didn't have to become his wife, and he's still paying all my bills.
You're proof of some things. Proof that this is, that no matter what we give to women, it's never good enough, because now you're asking for men of the society to take care of women and get nothing back.
Mm-hmm.
Why should men do that?
I don't really feel like getting nothing back. Like,
well, you said, why should men protect women, do this or that, and then not in exchange for, and then you said something about and not get sex. What were you referring to?
It's non-sexual relationship. Like, let's say you and I, we're close friends, and you're wealthy, or you're in a space where you're able
and I'm entitled to your money because you're wealthy. Are y'all hearing this?
Assist me, and you feel like I deserve that, so you do it. And I feel like, what's wrong with that?
Are you giving him money if he was down on his luck and you were wealthy? I don't know if Kevin's going to ask her that, but because she's obviously proven she don't like to keep that same energy. Because
that breaks the social contract. So I should do this for men too?
Thank you. Sorry, y'all, I got a little excited. Because I wanted him to ask her that.
Men are different.
What?
No. I got friends. We're good friends. So I should do it for friends. No, ma'am. No. Listen, ma'am. Way you told the story, set it up is I'm just rich, so I got enough money. So I should just take care of you as a female. This guy is a male. It just doesn't matter. I take care of everybody because I've got it.
No, I think that it's like I think it's based on like me and you. Sorry, because I got like stuck real quick.
I thought he was gonna say she should keep the same energy to do that for a man, but that's a good point too. Since I'm a man, I should just be taking care of men and women because I'm rich and I can do that. But look, she's not going to want him to keep that same energy when it comes to taking care of a man, only women.
Things different. So you're like, men and women, they fall for this and they fall for this and they're equal. And that's cool. Yeah, they're equal. But I'm a little bit old school where I do like
old school.
You're not old school because if you were, you would have got married before you had that baby.
Wife. Old school would be a wife.
Yep.
Old school would be a wife. See, old school women wouldn't do it.
Look, rolling her eyes.
You do. There's no way in the
old school women wouldn't be taking their booty on Instagram for money. That's what you said you did at the beginning of this show.
No, ma'am. Listen, I'm not trying to be insulting, but I need you to listen. You cannot go back and find women 60, 70, 100 years ago who expected men to pay for them when they were in a whole nother relationship with another man.
I get it. It's a little different. But it's my life, so it's just like I can only speak from.
See, it's your life, but I find it interesting some of the work.
Thank you, Yella. picking and choosing, like Christians pick and choose which scripture they gonna follow. They'll totally ignore the ones where it say that you supposed to be married, you ain't supposed to fornicate, right? They'll ignore that one, but then they'll just say the ones that benefit them. Like, my God shall supply all my needs according to his riches and glory. But he also told you not to fornicate. But you don't see that one.
You used earlier, you started kind of trying to use shaming language, like this is toxic, this is abusive.
Mm-hmm.
What you have is you have toxic entitlement.
Yes. Ooh, I like that. I like that term, toxic entitlement. Because she literally said earlier, if a man provides a woman with a certain lifestyle and then takes it away when they break up, that man is toxic. What?
And it's the height of what's wrong with the feminist movement and modernist theories. You as a woman feel...
Shout out to my aunt. We always had these conversations when I was living with her about how we were against feminism.
A man, just because he has it, and
I miss those discussions.
Knew him for a period of time, you're entitled to it because he's got it and he won't miss it. It doesn't matter whether he'll miss it or not. It's not yours.
Yep.
See, ma'am, that's akin to socialism or communism. But it only works one way, men to women, a wealth transfer. And my question is, why don't you... Okay, that's not even close to being logical or reasonable. I do have a couple of questions, though. I saw on your Instagram something about the voice of party girls only. What was it? Are you on OnlyFans?
City girls, pretty girls, hot girls.
Are you on OnlyFans?
Yes, I am.
All right, got a question for you. Is that a good part of your... Let me just ask this. What do you think about OnlyFans transitioning into...
I love it. I love it. Like when they got rid of Backpage and the personal section of Craigslist. I love it. These hoes gotta work.
Fans experience.
They can't just post ads and sell their booty all day.
Yeah, I'm just gonna figure out another way to hustle it out.
Whoa. Since OnlyFans it won't let you be nude anymore.
Using OnlyFans.
Why don't you do it the old school way, since you just talked about doing old school? Just be a lady of the night. Walk the streets.
Necessarily have to be, you know what I mean? I offer more than what... It was just the easiest way to get money, but OnlyFans I can use OnlyFans for so many...
So the easiest way to get money, is that always
things.
the
You know, I
best?
have Airbnb
Oh, they did. Yella.
businesses. I can...
So let me ask you a question. It's an easy way to get money, granted. But as a conscientious adult...
And a mother.
Where does doing the right thing come in?
In regards to OnlyFans?
Well, an easy way to get money, and I'm hearing easy way to get money, and I'm thinking of this situation you have, and it sounds like an easy way to keep a car and a loft versus getting out there and hustle and get it yourself and take care of yourself and have your man take care of you as it should be. I think you're defending your point as best as you can, but I really don't think that you believe that this is right, the right way. That I don't think you'd want your son doing this.
I think it would be honorable if he did it for 3 months. Like I said, 3 months is
honorable. You keep saying honorable as if a man doesn't. Honorable doesn't mean foolish, man.
Thank you.
Where's your honor?
Especially since you have another boyfriend. I could halfway see if you were single. But if you have another boyfriend, then he should be taking care of you. And that should make him exempt from having to pay for that. Why should not only you get to live for free, but your new man? Off of your ex-man.
Honor as a woman to say this is not right to take from a man when I'm with another man. Where's your honor as a...
Right. That man is supposed to be taking care of you now.
I don't know. That's why I'm the voice of the city girls, the pretty girls, and the hot girls.
This generation of women is so trash.
I guess that's where that comes in.
Okay, so are you saying you don't have any honor?
I'm not stuff back. It was a gift. The question.
I'm asking, ma'am. I'm not questioning that. I'm just simply asking you. You mentioned his honor. I'm asking you, where's your
a hot girl?
honor as a woman?
It's somebody's mother.
I don't know what. In regards to,
Can you imagine her at a PTA meeting? Teacher asked her a question. Well, Lil Daquan, because she look like she messed with black men. Lil Daquan don't have no pencils. Every time he come to class, he don't have no pencils. And she respond with, well, that's why I'm the voice of the city girls and the hot girls. Or whatever the freak she just said.
It would be honorable to give the stuff back that was gifted to me.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, Ella.
It wasn't gifted, ma'am. I asked you. You said it would be honorable for a man to do X, Y, Z. And I'm asking you, where does honor come into where you move as a woman in all things?
When I was loyal to them and I did all the things, that was where the honor came in, and that's why I deserved the things that I received.
So now that y'all not together, you don't have to be honorable?
And I feel like
you deserve those things in perpetuity until you decide they should end. But he can't decide when they end because that would be dishonorable.
I'm sorry, you broke up.
Of course. You can never hear him when it says he's saying something crucial. I believe you're just saying that so you can buy some more time to be able to think of something.
You deserve them in perpetuity until they end, but because that's honorable, but yet he can't decide when they end because that will be dishonorable.
What happened? Did she click off?
Right. And gentlemen, ladies, there you have it.
She clicked off. I told y'all she heard that question. She just didn't want to answer it.
Okay.
Hey, well, you got your plaque. That's what's up. You got your plaque, Kevin.
Guys, in the comment section, if she decides to pop back in,
ain't that rude, y'all? She don't even say, well, I think I'm going to get off. She just clicks off.
Logically, what do you say? Hey.
In the middle of him talking.
Ladies. City girls, hot girls, summer, all this other stuff. Welcome to
I can't. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section.